Everyone, Assalamu alaikum. How are you, dears? All are fine? Okay. Today we are going to discuss our new chapter, The Bond of Love. What is the bond of love? The bond of love cannot understand. Who is that? Cannot understand. Okay, then all of you listen. Here, can there be bond of love? No need to explain, I know that. Can there be love and friendship between human beings and wild animals? Yes, I know that. Some of you have pets, right? Okay, let's read a fascinating account of an orphaned sloth bear and was rescued by the author. Okay, then sloth bears inhabit forested areas including the tropical rainforest of India and grasslands at lower elevations. Sloth bears have very shaggy hair and long muzzles. Using their claws to dig, they can then use their lips to form a tube which can go deep into the ground and or into hard to reach areas like dead trees for their food. Their main food is termites and you can hear them suck up their food from several feet away. Okay, have you seen the facial, physical appearance, the facial appearance of our sloth bear? Then here we have human beings and wild animal. That means there is a friendship between human beings. That means our author and a sloth bear. That is our story. Okay, all of you listen. I will begin with Bruno, my wife's pet, sloth bear. Sloth means hairy bear, like sloth bear. I got him from her by accident. 2 years ago, we were passing through the sugarcane fields near Mysore. People were driving away the wild pigs from the fields by shooting at them. Some were shot and some escaped. And some were shot and some escaped. We thought that everything was over when suddenly a black sloth bear came out panting in the hot sun. Now, I will not shoot a sloth bear wantonly means for no good reason. And unfortunately for the poor beast, one of my companions did not feel that way about it and promptly shot at the bear on the spot. As we watched the fallen animal, we were surprised to see that the black fur on its back moved and left a prostrate body lying on the ground facing the downwards. There is a baby. Okay, and then we saw it was a baby bear that had been riding on its mother's back when the sudden shot had killed her. The little creature ran around its prostrate parent making a pitiful noise. Okay, I ran up to it to attempt a capture. It scooted means ran away, scooted into the sugarcane field. Following it with my companions, I was at last able to grab it by the scruff and of its neck while it snapped and tried to scratch me with its long hooked claws. We put it in one of the gunny bags and we had bought, and when I got back to Bangalore, I duly presented it to my wife. She was delighted and she at once put a colored ribbon around its neck. And after discovering the cub was a boy, she christened it Bruno. After discovering it's a boy, she named him as Bruno. Bruno soon took to drinking milk from the bottle, and it was but a step further, and within a very few days he started eating and drinking everything else. and everything is the right word. For he ate porridge made from any ingredients, vegetables, fruits, nuts, meat, especially pork, and curry and rice regardless of condiments and chilies, bread, eggs, chocolates, sweets, pudding, ice cream, etc., etc., etc. It started to eat everything with them. And as for drink, milk, tea, coffee, lime juice, aerator water, and buttermilk, beer, alcoholic liquor, and in fact anything liquor, it all went on with a relish, with happiness, with the happy. The beer became very attached to our two Alsatian dogs and to all the children of the tenants living in our Benglau. Okay, children of everyone of our Benglau. Okay, then he was left quite free in his younger days and spent his time in playing, running into the kitchen and going to sleep in our beds. One day an accident befell him. I put on poison, that means barium carbonate, to kill the rats and mice who had got into my library. Then there is one accident because of who put here other poets here Kenneth Anderson put poison for rats. Okay, accidentally what happened? Unfortunately, Bruno entered the library as he often did, and he ate some of the poison. Paralysis is set in the extent, and he could not stand on his feet. He became paralyzed. Okay, then he couldn't stand on his feet, but he dragged himself to his terms to my wife, and who called me. I guessed what had happened. Off I rushed in the car to the West veterinary dog residence. A case of poisoning, tame beer, barium carbonate, what to do. Then out came his medical books and feverish reference to index began. What poison did you say, sir? That is barium carbonate. And oh yes, barium carbonate, symptoms paralysis. Then treatment, injections of just a minute, sir. I will bring my syringe and the medicine. Okay, a dash back to the car. Bruno still floundering. Floundering means struggling to move. Floundering about on his stumps. And but clearly weakening rapidly. Some vomiting, heavy breathing with heavily flanks and gaping mouths. Hold him, everybody in goes in a hypodermic. Hypodermic means a long needle used to give an injection under the skin. Bruno squeals 10 Celsius of the antidote entered his system without a drop being wasted. 10 minutes later, conditions unchanged. Another 10 cc injector. 10 minutes later, breathing less stertorous. Stertorous means here noisily breathing. Bruno can move his arms and legs a little, although he cannot stand it. Okay. Then after that, after the second dose, he can move. He can move and he can move his hands and legs, but he couldn't stand. And 30 minutes later, Bruno gets up and has a great feat, and he look at us disdainfully, and it happened as much as to say, what's barium carbonate to a big black bear like me? Bruno is still eating. He become refreshed. He become changed everything. Another time he found nearly 1 gallon of old engine oil which I had drained from the sumps of the Studebaker and was keeping. Studebaker means an old American car. Okay, then was keeping as a weapon against the inroads of termites, and he promptly drank that oil also, Lord, but it had no ill effect whatsoever. Okay, which are the things happened to him? First he ate barium carbonate. What that? that the author put the for killing rats, right? Le ആദ്യം അത് കൊടുത്തു, അതിൽ നിന്ന് പാരലൈസ്ഡ് ആയി, but he escaped. Then what happened? This oil, gallon of old engine oil, but he revived again. He revived. The months rolled on. Bruno had grown many times the size he was when he came. He had equaled the Alsatians in height and had even outgrown them, but was just as sweet, just as mischievous, just as playful, and he was very fond of us all. Above all, he loved my wife, and she loved him too. She had changed his name from Bruno to Baba, but she changed Bruno to Baba, and a Hindustani word signifying small boy. What it signified? It signifying small boy. Then Baba, then here at, and all of you read, and he could do a few tricks too. Then what are the tricks? At the command Baba Rezil or Baba Box, he vigorously tackled anyone who came forward for a rough and tumble. He can tackle others, okay, and give him a stick, say Baba hold gun, then he can point at the stick at you, okay. If anyone give one stick and hold a Baba gun, hold gun, then he can hold that stick as gun and ask him, Baba, where's the baby? And he immediately produced and cradled affectionately. If anyone asks, where's the baby? Then he will produce and acting like a cradle and a stump of wood which he had carefully concealed in his straw bed. But because of the tenant's children, poor Bruno or Baba had to keep change most of the tenants because of his tenants. Then there are so many persons there because of the tenants children. Bruno want to keep in the change most of the time. Then my son and I advised my wife and friends advised her to give Baba to the zoo at Mysore, and he was getting too big to keep at home. After some weeks of such advice, she at last consented. She agreed, and hastily, and before she could change her mind, a letter was written to the curator of the zoo. And did he want a tame bear for his collection? He replied, yes, they want. Okay, before changing the mind of his wife, they sent a letter to Mysore Zoo. Then yes, the zoo sent a cage from Mysore in a lorry and a distance of 87 miles, and Baba was packed off to Mysore Zoo. We all missed him greatly, but in the sense we were relieved. My wife was inconsolable. She wept and fretted, and for the first few days she would not eat a thing. And then she wrote a number of letters to the curator. And how was Baba? Back came the replies, well, but fretting. And he is not fretting means he is not worried. He was unhappy, and he refuses food too. Then who is refuses food too? Here Baba refuses food too. And after that, friends visiting Mysore were begged too much to make a point of going to the zoo and seeing how Baba was getting along. And they reported that he was well but looked very thin and sad. And all the keepers at the zoo said he was fretting. That means worried. For 3 months, I managed to restrain my wife from visiting Mysore. Then she said one day, I must to see Baba. Either you take me by car or I will go myself by bus or train. Okay. Then at last she want to see him. That's why at last what she said, yes, I want to go. Otherwise I will go myself. Friends and conjectured that means formed an opinion by guessing The bear would not recognize her. Don't worry, you can take your wife go to for seeing that bear. He can't recognize her. But while she was at some yards of cage, Baba saw her, recognized her. He howled with happiness. Okay, and she ran up to him, petted him through the bars, and he stood on his head in delight. His friends said that they can't understood her. But what happened at last? What happened? Yes, he can easily understood. He can easily understood his honor. Then here for lovable honor. Okay. For the next 3 hours, he would not leave that cage. She gave him tea, lemonade, cakes, ice cream, and whatnot. And then closing time came and we had to leave. My wife cried bitterly. Baba cried bitterly. Even the hardened curator and the keepers felt depressed. Okay. As for me, I had reconciled myself to what I knew was going to happen next. Oh, please, sir, she asked the curator, may I have my Baba back? Hesitatingly, he answered, Madam, he belongs to the zoo and is government property now. I cannot give away government property, but if my boss, the superintendent at Bangalore agrees, certainly you may have him back. Okay, followed the return journey to the Bangalore. I think you can follow me, right? Okay, what happened? Then Baba easily recognized her, and also what happened at last? Yes, as usual, she wanted to take him from there. Okay, then he gave another suggestion. If you see our superintendent, surely he can do something to you. Then they followed the return journey to Bangalore and visit the superintendent Bangalore, and I said for pleading, Papa and I are both fretting for each other. Will you please give him back to me? He was a kind-hearted man and consented. And not only that, but he wrote the curator telling what he wrote? Telling to him to lend us a cage for transporting the bear to Bangalore. But we went to the Mysore again, and armed with the superintendent's letter, Baba was driven into a small cage and hoisted on the top of the car, and the cage was tied securely. And slow and carefully return journey to Bangalore was accomplished. Okay, then what happened next? Once home, a squad of coolies were engaged for special work in our compound. Then, as island was made for Baba, then which are the things they prepared for Baba? All of you listen. An island was made for Baba, and it was 20 feet long and 50 feet wide, and was surrounded by a dry pit or moat 6 feet wide and 7 feet deep. A wooden box that once housed fowls. A wooden box that once housed fowls was brought and put on the island for Baba to sleep at the night, and straw was placed inside to keep him warm, and his baby, that means that strictly baby, the garland stem, the gnarled stem, twisted stem, along with his gun, the piece of bamboo, both of which had been sentimentally preserved since he had been sent away to the zoo, were put back for him to play with. Everything, that means the things of our Babas, everything who kept, your other's wife kept everything for his remembrance. Okay, remembrance. In a few days, the coolies hoisted the cage on the island and Baba was released. He was delighted, standing on his hind legs, and they pointed his gun and cradled his baby. My wife spent hours sitting on the chair, while he sat on her lap. He was 15 months old and pretty heavy too. The way my wife reaches the island and leaves it is interesting. I have tied a rope to overhanging branch of a mango tree with a loop on its end. Okay, for reaching island. And putting one foot in the loop, she kicks off with the other, and the bridge of the 6-foot gap that constitutes the width of the surrounding pit. And the return journey is made the same way. But who can say now that a sloth bear has no sense of affection? Then here no memory and no individual characteristics. Okay, then which are the thing all of you listen? Baba's new home, about island, and bungalow, how it's compound. Okay, all of you listen. A bunch of coolies were engaged to make an island in the bungalow compound. Okay, in the bungalow compound, give me a bunch of coolies for the preparing for the house to our Bruno. And it was surrounded by a dry ditch 60 feet wide. A ditch, right? A ditch that 6 feet wide. A wooden box was placed on the island for Baba to sleep in. Okay, and a straw bed was made, kept him warm. And it was finally released on the island. The wife spent hours with Baba there. It was 15 months old and heavy now. Then what happened next? She crossed the pit with the help of rope. Okay, I told you that where he was in a pit, right? She crossed that pit. She entered the room, that house of our Baba with the help of a rope and loop. And the story is then, what is about the story? Yes, it is convincing enough to prove that even a bear has affection and memory. Understood? Then here in this story we discussed the affection of a bear to a human being. Understood? Okay, then all of you read the story well. Then how he get, then which are the things narrator author's wife did for the growing up of our Bruno. And because of he's growing now, that's why they lifted that Bruno to zoo. And then fractured Bruno and fractured wife, that's why they visit and decided how they get permission. Because of that surprise, permission to take Bruno from there, and they reached. What happened? Yes, and they entered the home, then preparing an island and everything for our Bruno. Okay, then all of you read the chapter well. Then I think we have some questions, right? Inshallah, we can discuss the question later. Then all of you read and study the chapter well. Okay, dears? Thank you.